for Salt Lake came on a three-pointer from Jackson Holcomb. And that is where we stand with the 8 points total scored just under the first 2 minutes into the game. So it's two 16-minute halves in Arizona club basketball. And this is Chol Deng at the line for two. Misses the first one. And Deng hits the second. His first points of the game. So it's 5-4 now, still in favor of Factory. Kenny Mullins Factory wearing the gray jerseys with the white lettering and numbering outlined in blue. And the Salt Lake Rebels wearing the white jerseys with the red lettering and numbering with red streamers down the pant legs as well. Three-point try from Xavier Lino in the far corner is no good, but rebounded by Kyle Anderson. 5 on the court for Salt Lake are Sina Nander, Chuol Deng. And then shooting up the three is Anderson, his first point of the game, and it gives Salt Lake its first lead of the game, 7-5. Miles Youngblood and Jackson Holcomb, the other two on the floor for Salt Lake. For Factory, it's Dom Gonzalez, Zeke Tompkins, Demorian Williams, Sunday John, and Xavier Lino, who hits that three from the right wing. So trading blows back and forth, that's Xavier Lino with his first points of the game. Layup no good from Miles Youngblood. Here comes Williams on the other end. Gives it off to Sunday John. To the left for Tompkins. Back and forth they go. 2 fouls committed in this one, both by Factory so far. No fouls committed by Salt Lake. Right-handed layup good from Dom Gonzalez. Streaking to the rim. On the other end, here's Holcomb. Makes an easy layup without any traffic. Leading scorer in this game now with 5. Williams with the ball, drives with his right hand, now kicks it out to the left side for Gonzalez. Gonzalez has had a huge weekend, lobs up a three-point shot off the front of the rim, no good. Tompkins has it, passes it off for John. His three-point shot is good. Nothing but net for Sunday John, who's on the board. And all 5 Factory players are on the board already in this one, not even 4 minutes in. Sina Nander with the ball now. Gives it off to Anderson. Nander sends it down low to Chol Deng. Gets inside, but now kicks it out. Another three-point try from Holcomb off the back iron, no good, and ripped down by Williams. Up court to Tompkins. Tompkins stops in front of the three-point line, hands it off to Sunday John. Fading three-point try off the right side, no good, and rebounded by Chol Deng as they pass it off on the other end. Kyle Anderson picks up his dribble, looking for someone to pass it to. There's Nander. Nander standing near the midcourt logo. Left-handed dribble, stops, his pass blocked by Williams, picked up by Lino. Lino trying to retain possession. Finds Sunday John streaking to the rim, kicked out for Williams. Had an open three-point look, breaks for the rim, makes contact, and makes the bucket. Demorian Williams with 5 early on here. Factory with the early lead, 15-9 is the score. Here's Kyle Anderson, gives it off to Holcomb. Anderson calling the shots. Right-handed dribble, calling out a play with his left hand. Trying to work against Sunday John. Long three-point try from Sina Nander, that's no good. And Zeke Tompkins pulls it down. Tompkins across midcourt, right-handed dribble, trying to go coast to coast, all the way to the rim goes Zeke Tompkins. So a strong start to the game by Factory. 17-9 is the score. And this will be Salt Lake ball. Mark Bateman checks into the game, as well as Dylan Paranoid. They're both in the backcourt right now. Everyone else the same. Left-handed drive, and then a pass in the middle. Nearly poked away, but Chol Deng retains it. His shot too far to the right, though. Here's Williams to come up the other way. He's also had a big weekend during these playoffs in the ACBL. Dom Gonzalez with a layup, no good, rebounded by Deng. And Chol Deng comes down with it. Here's Kyle Anderson trying to shake Gonzalez off his pocket, and they call him for a reach. That's the third foul committed by Factory. Still no fouls committed by Salt Lake. Inbounds pass goes to Miles Youngblood, his team down by 8. 10 minutes left in the first half. It's 2 16-minute halves here in the ACBL. And that jump shot good. Williams on the other end. Bounce pass back and forth with Tompkins. Williams ends up with it again in the near corner. Heaves it back over to Tompkins on the right wing. Gets it down in the paint to Sunday John, who kicks it out for Xavier Lino. His three-point shot no good, and it's rebounded by Kyle Anderson. Anderson with the right-handed dribble. Gives it off to his left. They call a foul on Salt Lake there, so it'll be Factory ball, up by 6. Off the ball foul, first one committed by Salt Lake. We've seen Factory come off to a few slow starts throughout the season, but they're 10-0 as they always catch fire late in the games. But nothing to worry about as far as the slow starts go in this one. They have come out guns blazing, throwing up 17 points in the first 6 minutes. Bateman's going to pass it in. Mateus Minnick checks into the game, and he gets the ball right off the bat. Bounce pass to Anderson. Here's Minnick, a long three-point shot off the back of the rim, no good. And so the clock stops with 9:01. Williams will bring it up. Drives with his right hand into a sea of white jerseys, makes contact and makes the basket. So give him the foul. He'll go to the line for one more. So make it a three-point play for Damarian Williams, leading scorer in this game so far with 8 points. 20-11 the score. Long three-point shot from Bateman, he hits it. Mark Bateman's first points of the game. And Xavier Lino erases it on the other end with a three-point shot of his own. He's made 2 three-pointers early on here. Kyle Anderson puts one up on the other end, and it's pulled down, rebounded by Damarian Williams. Now here's Gonzalez. Gives it to John. John drives, right-handed layup, and he gets knocked down in the process, so he couldn't come down with the basketball. He'll head to the line. And so John hits both. 11-point lead now, the largest it's been for Factory. Here's Anderson driving, stops just beyond the free throw line. Shot no good, but retained by Salt Lake. Bateman got a man to jump, now kicks it out. Three-point try for Paranoid off the back iron. Rebounded again by the Rebels, but that shot no good as well. Demarion Williams, right-handed layup no good. And that pass poked away by Sunday John. Just did get the fingertips in. As it rolls off the padding, it'll stay with Salt Lake. They get it into Minnick. No look pass down low. That jump shot is good, or is no good rather. Still an 11-point game. Here's Tompkins. They call a foul. Miles Youngblood's going to check in on the dead ball. Now 4 fouls committed by each team. And the shot good from Williams, so give him 10, the first player in double digits in this championship game. Heaved across the court, and that pass by Minnick intercepted, taken away by Tompkins. Spreading the ball around is the Factory, all across the perimeter. 3-point try for Demarion Williams. He remains red hot with 13 points, and Factory has more than doubled what Salt Lake has put up so far in this one. It's 30-14 with 6 minutes and 39 seconds left in this first period. During the timeout, we'll take a quick break here on the ACBL Network presented by Real Recruits. (30-14) the score in this Arizona Club Basketball League championship game. Number 1 and 3 seeds facing off. They played all the playoff games last night and this afternoon. And this one got started just after 4 o'clock. ACBL looking to crown its 5th champion. Dylan Paranoid with the ball for Salt Lake, who wears the white jerseys on the left side. And streaking to the rim, that shot no good from Holcomb. Here comes Factory on the other end. Sunday John launches a 3, in and out, no good. Rebound being tipped up, and they'll say it'll stay with Salt Lake. Last touched by Zeke Tompkins. 16-point game. Factory dominant so far, as Miles Youngblood ends up knocking Sunday John down. They call him for the offensive foul. Get him for the push-off. 5th foul committed by Salt Lake. Demarion Williams, before even thinking, launches up a 3, and he's got 16 first-half points. We're only 10 minutes into this one. Holcomb lays one off the glass, and it's good. Holcomb, a source of life for Salt Lake, but there on the other end, Xavier Lino makes the shot and gets fouled. Lino with 8 now. They get Jackson Holcomb for the foul. So Lino now with 9 points. Here's Bateman, right-handed dribble. Breaks for his left now. Stops, pops, and his jump shot too far to the right. Rebounded by Zeke Tompkins, who's fouled immediately. here in the ACBL. 8 fouls puts the team in the bonus. 10 fouls, of course, in the double bonus for these teams. That was the 7th committed by Salt Lake, 4 committed by Factory. It's now a 20-point game. Here's Sunday John, left-handed dribble, heaves it in the corner for Lino. And Lino dishes it out to Gonzalez. Dom Gonzalez trying to get something brewing for the Factory, which has scored in nearly every possession. 3-point shot, good from Xavier Lino. He's now in double digits as well with 12. Sina Nander to Youngblood. Rebels trailing by 23 now. Jackson Holcomb, a floater, and he puts that one through. So Holcomb continues to lead the way for Salt Lake Rebels, led by head coach Everett Gray, former UNLV Rebel. Factory with an offensive showcase so far in this one as Williams breaks for the rim. Nearly made some contact. He comes away with the layup. And so Williams, who had 18 points last night in Factory's round 1 win, already has 18 in this one. 3-point try from Chol Deng is no good. Rebound tipped up, and they say last touch by Salt Lake. (41-18) is the score. Even the referee was surprised by how quickly it's gotten to this point, but Factory has been flat out dominant so far. Turnaround jump shot from Dom Gonzalez, no good. Pulled down by Holcomb. To Nander. Holcomb at the top of the key, picks up a screen, now sends it down low, and that pass batted out of bounds. It'll stay with Salt Lake. It's the 5th year of the Arizona Club Basketball League, but in the first 4, Factory has won the championship 3 times. So since this league started, Kenny Mullen's Factory is looking for its 4th championship out of 5 total seasons. And so now Salt Lake will get to the line for a pair of free throws. They get Zeke Tompkins for the foul. A 21-point game now. Both free throws good for Salt Lake. Here's Sunday John at the right wing. Sends it down low for Gonzalez. Puts the ball on the floor, kicks it out for Tompkins. And Zeke Tompkins trying to get something started. Gets to the rim, his dribble poked away. And it's going to be Salt Lake ball. 3 minutes, 18 seconds left in the first half. Kyle Anderson with the ball for Salt Lake. Dribbles right-handed, now gets inside. His dribble nearly poked away. It is poked away. Still being fought for, and they call a foul. They get Sunday John for the foul. It'll stay with Salt Lake. Heaved into the corner for Anderson. Sends it down low for Adams. His jump shot, no good, but he got fouled. And so he hits both. Each team has committed 7 fouls now, so both teams are in the bonus as of the next time they get fouled. Here's DeMarion Williams trying to shake and bake in front of the 3-point arc. Sunday John to the left side. John ends up with it once again. Xavier Lino gets it at the top of the key, kicks it out for a wide open Dom Gonzalez, and he hits from the corner. Don Gonzalez with his first three-pointer of the game. Here's Miles Youngblood setting a quick pace on the other end. Finger roll coast to coast, just barely fell out. Here's Factory now. Gonzalez ends up with it once again. Shoots up a three, in and out, no good, pulled down by Adams. Here's Nander. Pass down low, tipped away, and it'll be Factory basketball. It is 44-22. Factory, through 10 games this year, averaged 66 points per game. This is only the first half. Tompkins in the paint. Jump shot from Gonzalez, no good. Rebounded by Paranoid. Bateman splits the defenders, kicks it out for Nander. His three-point shot off the front of the rim, no good. Bateman ends up with it once again, and he hits a long shot. I think it was a long two. Well, they'll call it a three. So give Mark Bateman the three. He's hit two in this one now. Getting to the rim, Dom Gonzalez made contact, couldn't make the basket, but he'll head to the line for a couple free throws. So Gonzalez hits both. Factory cruised to this championship game. They're 10-0. So they were the #1 seed in the playoffs when it started yesterday. They took on number 8, the AZ Wild, and easily took care of business there. That jump shot no good by Paranoid, rebounded by Williams. Yesterday, 87-62 was the score in Factory's win. Williams shot no good. In that game last night, Dom Gonzalez had 25 points. Long three-point launched from Bateman, no good. Here's Sunday John. John had 6 points yesterday. He has already got 5 in this one. 6 points earlier today, that is, for Sunday John. Factory advanced to this championship game with a 62-45 win over the #4 seeded Nevada hard to guard. That was earlier today when Salt Lake hit a buzzer-beating three to beat Prime Basketball, the #2 seed, eliminated by the 3 seed, Salt Lake. Nice no-look pass by Williams to Tompkins, and Tompkins hits the layup. And that's going to do it for this half. All Factory so far, 48-25. It's a 23-point lead as we hit halftime. Second half coming up in just a few moments here on the ACBL Network, presented by Real Recruits. Back here at ACU for the second half of this ACBL championship game. It's been all Factory so far, as represented by the score. 48-25. It's a 23-point lead as we begin this second half. That clock ticking beyond 16 minutes remaining in the ACBL season. Factory with the ball, driving to the left side with the gray jerseys. That's Kenny Mullen's team, looking for its 4th championship in 5 years. Demarion Williams made contact on that last miss. No call by the refs. Here's Chol Deng on the other end. Layoff too strong, but it's put back up and in. Williams with it again. Drives down the right side. Backs up in the far corner. Heaves it across for Lino. Now Gonzalez drives the baseline. Bounces it back out for Tompkins. And Sunday John ends up with it. Gonzalez again on the left side. This time he steps back, hits the three-pointer. Dom Gonzalez in double figures. Mentioned already, he had 25 points last night, 19 earlier today in the semifinals game, and already 10 in this one. Here's a Factory steal. Xavier Lino coming up the other way. His shot blocked, but put back up and in by that's Demarion Williams putting it back up and in. He's up to 20 points now. Chol Deng sends one over the bucket, no good. Williams comes up with it. Mentioned Williams has 20. He had 18 yesterday, 15 earlier today. A long three-pointer from Sunday John grazes the left side of the rim. That's no good. Here's Jackson Holcomb. Holcomb had his shot blocked by Sunday John, coming out of nowhere to swat that one. Excellent block by Sunday John. 6'3" junior guard from Willow Canyon High School. Salt Lake ball here. Miles Youngblood looking for somebody to get it into. His bounce pass is poked away and picked up by Dom Gonzalez. Factory comes up with it in what is a 26-point game. Williams drives the right side, kicks it out for John. His three-point shot no good, but retained by Factory. Lino gets credit for the rebound, and he gets this three-point shot up and in. Xavier Lino with 15 points now. He's hit 4 three-pointers. Anderson to Youngblood. Youngblood's three-point try. Off the left side, no good. Rebounded and put back up. Deng comes up with the rebound there, and Bateman thought about sending it in, but instead lobs up the three-point try, and it's no good. Foul called under the rim. Isaiah Adams at the line. Sinks the first one. The next point would put him in double figures. And he hits both, so Isaiah Adams becomes the first Rebel to hit double figures with 10 points. 13:05 left in this one. And Salt Lake Rebels with a mountain to climb. Williams drives right, stops, kicks it out for John, gets it back to Williams in the far corner. Creates some space and hits the three-pointer. Demarion Williams with a playoff high 23 now. He had 18 in the first half alone. And he steals this one here, trying to go all the way, and he does. Demarion Williams setting the tone here for Factory. Miles Youngblood under duress, gets it out to Paranoid. His long jump shot good. So Paranoid with his first points of the game. It's a 30-point game, and worth noting, if it stays a 25 or more point lead inside of 8 minutes, it'll be a running clock. And this guy just continues to hit. Demarion Williams has forgotten how to miss. I'm not sure if he's missed a shot the whole game. Maybe a couple, if any. A layup no good from Minnick. Xavier Lino tries to hit a three right off the bat. And that pass stolen away by Salt Lake. Still fighting for it. It was Mateus Minnick who almost originally came up with it. And then diving on the floor, that was Dylan Paranoid. Jackson Holcomb checks in for Kyle Anderson. Miles Youngblood gets the ball, kicks it out. Paranoid, three-point try, no good. Tompkins has it. Williams trying to continue padding the stat sheet. Gets a man to jump. Now they get it down low to Gonzalez, but the pass off his fingertips, and Nander comes up with it. His pocket then stripped, and Gonzalez ends up with it again. And now Demarion Williams with an alley-oop finishes the layup. That pass nearly gets away from Minnick, but Youngblood saves it in the backcourt. Bounce pass to the right side. Left-handed hook shot good from Dylan Paranoid, who's starting to catch a rhythm here. Under 11 minutes left in this one. Tompkins heaves it across the court. And a timeout called by head coach Kenny Mullins of the Factory. We'll take this minute to look down the stat sheet for both teams, beginning with the Salt Lake Rebels. Choldeng's got 1 point. That was a free throw, of course. Mark Bateman has hit 2 three-pointers, so he's at 6 points. Trey Anderson has hit 1 three-pointer. Jackson Holcomb's got 9. Dylan Paranoid with a total of 4. And then the only player for Salt Lake in double digits is Isaiah Adams with 10. On the other end for Factory, 3 players in double figures. Dom Gonzalez has 10. Xavier Lino with 15, including 4 three-pointers. Sunday John's got 5 points. Zeke Tompkins with 6. And Demarion Williams has been unstoppable in this one. He's got 29 points for Kenny Mullins' Factory, which leads by 22 points. 32 points, that is. 65-33 is the score. Factory committing 2 fouls in this second half. Salt Lake with yet to commit a foul in the second half. 2 timeouts left for each team with 10:41 left here in this championship game. And again, Factory, led by head coach and league commissioner Kenny Mullins in this Arizona Club Basketball League, have won 3 of the first 4 championships in the ACBL. Looking for 4 out of 5 if they can hold on here. It's a 32-point lead, and again, if it stays above a 25-point lead with 8 minutes to go, it'll be a running clock throughout. That's 2 minutes and 41 seconds away. If they can maintain this cushion. Williams ends up with it. Gonzalez near the free throw line. Lobs up a long 3-point shot off the front of the rim, no good. John has it, drives the baseline, lays it off the glass easily. Sunday John getting closer to double figures as well. Here's Nander. Bounce pass to his left for Bateman. And they call Bateman for a travel. Took 1 too many steps just as that one was passed. Williams drives, puts one up, gets fouled. And if he hits any one of these, he'll have 30 points. And there's the 30 mark for Demarion Williams. He has almost single-handedly outscored Salt Lake, who has 33 points. And that ball grazes the fingertips of the player wearing number 33, Jackson Holcomb. So it'll stay with Factory. Kyle Anderson checks in. Trey Anderson, that is. Trey Anderson checks in for Sina Nander. 68-33 with under 10 minutes to go here. Lino's hit 4 3-pointers in this one. Here's Gonzalez, backs up with the right hand, trying to shake Bateman. Drives to his left now, and Bateman pokes the ball away, comes up with it. Great defense by Mark Bateman. Long 3-point shot, hits by Jackson Holcomb. Holcomb's in double figures now with 12. Zeke Tompkins for Factory, stops, hits Xavier Lino. His 3-point shot no good. Rebounded by Holcomb. And they go around the horn in the paint. Nice ball movement by the Rebels as Dylan Paranoid ends up with the 2. .30-point lead for Factory. Williams catches the ball, drives, picks up his dribble, kicks it out. Wide open 3-point shot for Lino, can't hit. Holcomb has it, heaves it up court for Anderson. Trey Anderson has his dribble immediately poked away. Swarmed by gray jerseys, that's the Factory, dominating in this championship game. Tompkins with the ball now. Sends it down low for Williams. Now kicks it out for Lino. Lino drives right down the baseline and puts it in. Lino quietly with 17 now, and I say quietly because Demarion Williams has 30. As that 3-point shot misses from Jackson Holcomb. Sunday John, through a sea of white jerseys, makes contact. So he'll head to the line for 2. Chol Deng checks in, as well as Isaiah Adams. Paranoid and Holcomb each leave the game. And so John hits both free throws. Miles Youngblood drives the left side. Floater off the glass is good. Pretty play from Youngblood. That's his first points of the day. He had 22 last night in round 1 when the Salt Lake Rebels took down the AZ Platinum, the number 6 seeded team, 57-41. We've seen some huge performances from Youngblood throughout this Arizona Club Basketball League season. One of the leading scorers in the ACBL. 7 minutes left in the season as Dom Gonzalez is fouled. They get Bateman for it. Demarion Williams, the standout performer in this game, nearly made an acrobatic layup. Chol Deng heaves it across the court though, and Bateman couldn't finish because there was a whistle blown. They called a technical, putting Miles Youngblood at the line. So Youngblood hits both. Making it a 30-point game. Here's Mark Bateman, top of the key, three-point shot. Bangs off the very top of the backboard, so out of play. Factory ball. Is this Arizona Club Basketball League nears a close? Kenny Mullins putting everything together, and Tamarian Williams was looking for the rim there. Comes up empty. Salt Lake on the other end has Trey Anderson lobbing a three-pointer in. He's got 6 now. But Kenny Mullins doing a great job with this league, which continues to grow every year. We've gotten teams from Salt Lake Rebels on the court right now. Had a team from Nevada, from the Las Vegas area, as well as a bunch of teams from Arizona. It's searching out the top talent from around, not just Arizona, but from around the West. So this league continues to grow and doing a great job organizing the live streams this year as well. Tamarian Williams, corner three-point try, no good. Mark Bateman has his pass poked away. Sunday John comes up with it. John trying to go all the way, kicks it out for Xavier Lino. Can't hit the open three. Adams with the rebound. Here's Anderson. Bateman with the three. Can't complete it. Tompkins with it now. And so a foul gives Salt Lake the ball back. Cena Nander right off the bat hits that three. It's his first points of this one. And a timeout called. So we'll take a quick break. It's Factory up 72-48 with 4:47 left in the ACBL season. It's the championship game. Back after this on the ACBL network by Real Recruits. Four minutes and 47 seconds left coming out of the timeout. Called by head coach Everett Gray for the Salt Lake Rebels. They were the number 3 seeded team coming into the playoffs. Make it all the way to the championship game to face the number 1 seeded Factory, who leads in this one 72-48. Marion Williams with the ball. He leads the way in scoring with 30. And Williams with the putback right as the ball was inbounded. Remains hot. Trey Anderson at the right wing. Deng a long 2-point shot, and he hits for his first field goal of the game. Williams spins away, breaks for the rim, makes contact. Isaiah Adams hacked him. And so that'll put Williams at the line. Coming into today, Demorian Williams, in his 2 playoff games between today and yesterday, he had combined for 33 points, and now already in this one, he's got 34. Chol Deng almost had a shot right on top of the rim. "26-point game. Less than 4 minutes left in it. Tompkins wide open under the rim, puts back the shot. Zeke Tompkins with 8 in this one. Trey Anderson, a floater, puts back his own shot and gets fouled. Pretty play by Anderson. After he knew the shot wasn't going to go in, rushed toward the rim, laid it off the glass while making contact. Can't hit the shot. Williams with the rebound. Demorian Williams nearing history as that one rolls through. 37 points. That ties an Arizona Club Basketball League record for the most in any game. He can break that record with one more field goal. That shot no good from Anderson. Minnick checks into the game for Anderson. Adams hits the shot. Williams with the ball. Sunday John to the rim, gets knocked down and gets the bucket. Sunday John with 11 now, pending a free throw. Head coach Kenny Mullins just whispered something to Demorian Williams. I would think it has to do with the record, if he can break it, with 2 minutes and 44 seconds left in this one. John can't make the free throw to make it a 3-point play. That ball poked out of bounds by Gonzalez. Seven fouls committed by Factory now. Gonzalez pokes that one, nearly tipped it away, but Paranoid stays with it. Sina Nander, right wing three-point try. Can't hit, so Factory with it here. Demarion Williams, top of the key, drives the right side. Bounce pass to his right. Sunday John ends up with it. Steps back all the way to the midcourt logo. And now Williams drives, layup off the glass, and it's good. An Arizona Club Basketball League record 39 points for Demarion Williams. Putting on a show here at Arizona Christian University. Minnick's three-point shot no good. And if Demarion Williams hasn't already caught the attention of so many college scouts throughout the country, perhaps he has now. After 5 years of the ACBL, as there Dom Gonzalez fouls out, he's played his final minute of the season. He ends the game with 10 points and one of the standout players on this Factory team. So Curtis Nichols checks in his first minutes of the game. Bateman hits the free throw. Can't hit the second one. Under 2 minutes left now. Demarion Williams hunting for 40 now. Breaks for the rim, goes all the way there. His shot ends up being blocked though. Fouls, I think Isaiah Adams right after that when he got the rebound. It was Isaiah Adams, so he'll head to the line for a couple. .30-point game, 85-55. Isaiah Adams hits both free throws, so now he leads the Rebels in scoring with 13. Right now the guy with the ball has 39, and launching up a three is Demarion Williams, can't hit it. Rebounded by John, he goes all the way to the rim and puts it back. Sunday John with 13 now, 75 seconds remaining in this championship game. Dylan Paranoid can't hit. Demarion Williams down low, makes the bucket, and he's broken 40 points. The first player in ACBL history, which spans 5 years, with 40 or more. He's got 41. Mark Bateman can't hit the three-point shot. Curtis Nichols gets it up to Williams. 36 seconds left as this one's nearing a close. Kenny Mullins Factory making history. They call the game, and that is gonna do it. 89-56 is the final score. Kenny Mullins and the Factory win their 4th championship out of 5 seasons in the Arizona Club Basketball League. And the shining star tonight was Demarion Williams. He hit 41 points, an Arizona Club Basketball League record, in an offensive showcase. 89 points compared to 56. So the Salt Lake Rebels, the number 3 seeded team, make it all the way to the championship game. But it's the Factory who complete their perfect season. 11 wins and 0 losses if you include today. Kenny Mullins with a fantastic job, not only organizing his Factory team and bringing them to excellence at the end of the year, but also organizing this Arizona Club Basketball League, this being the final game, the championship game. And it is, again, the final score being 89-56. And so for the entire Arizona Club Basketball League and Real Recruits team, I'm Steven Cusimano saying goodbye one final time. And once again, your 2019 ACBL champions are the Factory.